I turned 34 on a Thursday. Nothing symbolic about the number, no milestone banner. I didn't want a big party, just dinner. A table somewhere quiet. A few hours where I didn't have to be the reliable one. The helper, the one who shows up early and leaves late. I sent the message to the family group chat a week in advance. Dinner next Thursday. My treat. My mother responded first. Sweetheart, it's been such a long week already. I'm exhausted. My aunt chimed in. Work has been brutal lately. My cousin didn't respond at all. One by one, the reasons came in. Too tired, too busy, rain in the forecast, traffic. It wasn't dramatic, it was almost polite. I typed back, no worries. Another time. I meant it halfway. The other half of me had already started adjusting, like it always does. I told myself adulthood isn't about parties, people have lives. Expectations create disappointment. On my birthday night, I ordered takeout and ate on my couch. I lit a single candle from an old drawer, mostly out of habit. It flickered briefly before melting sideways into wax. Around 9, I opened social media without thinking. That's when I saw it. Photos of my family in my aunt's backyard. String lights. A cake with my cousin's name in gold lettering. Balloons. My mother smiling wide, arm wrapped around him. Couldn't miss this one. Someone had captioned. The timestamp was an hour earlier. I stared at the images longer than I want to admit. It wasn't the party itself. It was the coordination, the energy, the effort. They weren't too tired, they were selective. A strange calm settled over me. Not rage, not even tears. Just a quiet rearranging of memories. Other birthdays where plans fell through. Other events where I was told I understood more, so I'd understand this too. I didn't message anyone that night. The next morning, there were no texts apologizing for missing my dinner. We'll make it up to you. The group chat was silent. 3 days later it came. A new message from my aunt. Family emergency. We need 3,000 quickly to cover a deposit. Can you help? We'll pay you back soon. There it was, the familiar pivot. When they needed reliability, I was the first name that came to mind. My thumb hovered over the screen. For years, I had transferred money without hesitation. School fees, car repairs, a short-term loan for my cousin's business opportunity. I never kept score. I told myself generosity isn't transactional. But affection shouldn't be either. I scrolled back up in the chat, past the request, past the silence on my birthday. I thought about the photos, the cake, the lights, the words, couldn't miss this one. I typed slowly, ask the ones you celebrate. I read it twice. It wasn't cruel. It wasn't profane. It was accurate. Then I hit send. For a moment nothing. Then the typing bubbles appeared. What does that mean? Are you serious? Why are you being like this? Private messages followed. My mother, this isn't the time for drama. My aunt, we're family. I didn't argue. I didn't reference the photos. I didn't explain the pattern. I replied once more in the group chat. I'm not able to help. Then I muted the thread. An hour later, I blocked it entirely. It wasn't a dramatic gesture. It was a boundary I'd delayed for years. That evening, I opened my banking app and reviewed the recurring contributions I'd set up for birthdays, holidays, random shared expenses. I canceled them. My hands were steady while I did it. The quiet afterward felt different from my birthday quiet. This one had weight but also shape. It wasn't loneliness. It was space. A week passed. No one reached out individually to ask how I was. No one apologized for the overlap of dates. The emergency must have resolved itself, or someone else stepped in. For the first few days, I questioned myself. Was I petty, overly sensitive? Had I let one night undo years of family history? But the more I sat with it, the clearer it became. It wasn't about one night. It was about being the dependable one when they needed stability, and the optional one when they wanted celebration. I don't hate them. I don't even know if they realize the pattern. But I do know this: generosity without respect becomes expectation, and expectation without appreciation turns into entitlement. Blocking the chat didn't fix anything. It didn't change them. It changed me. I stopped waiting for invitations that only arrived when money was attached. A month later I celebrated quietly again, this time with 2 friends who showed up without prompting. No elaborate decorations. Just presents. When my phone buzzes now, I don't feel that automatic responsibility. I choose whether to engage. Maybe they'll reach out eventually. Maybe they won't. Either way, I've stopped confusing access to my wallet with access to me. And that feels like the first real gift I've given myself in years.